guys, what's up? It is Lindsay here, and so today I've gotten a lot of requests for you guys from people that I know for me to do an eyebrow tutorial on these little guys, so I thought I would get that done today. But I thought I would say, if you guys like these type of videos, like, just let me know down below and I can show you guys how to do other stuff I know how to do. I don't know, some people have asked eyelashes, we can do eyeliner, I don't know, any other tips or tricks, or if you want to figure out a new eyeshadow look, I can try that too. Just make sure to leave it down in the comments. But so you're probably here to actually see the eyebrow thing, so let's go. So starting off, we're just going to start off with any like powder kit. I got this one at Walmart by Salon Perfect, but I know there's a bunch of other powders out there that you can probably use. The LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer, which is, I only really use because my friend here left it here, but I've used multiple different types of concealers. It doesn't have to be specific type. You probably just want to pick one that's a little bit lighter than your skin, just because I noticed that like conceals your eyebrow a little bit better. And then after that, we just have our Hard Candy Look Pro Ultimate Strobing Kit, which will create a little highlight for us at the very end if you like that. So with brushes, you're probably curious. We're actually going to start off with this one by It Cosmetics. It's a liner or brow brush. But I mean, you can also get one by Eco Tools or e.l.f. It just has to be an angled eyebrow brush, which I know you can find like anywhere. So starting off with the darker color, which I like to use, is I like to line the bottom half of my eye first, just to create a line from the very edge of it, and then following it all the way to the corner. You are basically following the natural like shape of your eyebrow. So as you can see, I'm just following like the hairs, using it like a stencil. The same with the top, I'll do the same thing, except I like to stop coloring in and following my eyebrow right about where the colored part of my eyeball would end on the inside, and then filling it in the same way as I would line the rest of them, if that makes any sense, as you can probably see here, because you're looking at this, obviously. Just line it like that. And then the same thing would be on the other side after you finish getting that perfect darkness in, or however dark you may want to go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Real quick for the powder, when you're choosing a powder, just make sure to choose one that will match your roots. So if you have a little bit grown out hair, and you know your natural roots are showing, then buy a color that matches that. Or if you dyed your hair completely colored, fill it the same color your hair is. And so after that, you're just gonna take your Spooly brush, which is my favorite name for a brush because it's so cute, and you're just gonna first brush up on the part where we left a line, where you're curious why there's a line there, and then on the outsides, kind of where you lined it too, just to make sure you have the sharpest brow, because I like having them a little more sharp and, you know, curved more on the top, and sometimes they get drawn a little like if that makes any, you probably kind of know what I mean. Then after we have our angled eyeshadow brush, where you're going to take your concealer and you're going to line your brows the same way you kind of lined it with powder on the outer sides, creating kind of like a concealer box around your eyebrows, like protect your eyebrows with this concealer box. And basically what this will do is, after you put a little bit on your brush, and by the way, I put too much, put a little less than that. Yeah, so after you're gonna box that, you're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but this is gonna basically give you a more defined look of your eyebrow. It'll tell people, or tell yourself, why would you want people to see this? But people will see, this is where my eyebrow is and nowhere else. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, don't judge me. I'm not good at these. Yet I am. So yeah, basically you're just gonna line them like that until you get them as lined as you want them to be. And sometimes I take my finger to like blend it out a little, because like I told you in the beginning, I put way too much on this brush and I don't want like have a giant white line. Yeah, I also made that one too long, so we gonna fix that. Yeah, isn't it great? So back to the Spooly brush. You're just gonna brush up basically on the inner corner, because I know sometimes when I line it, it gets a little too boxy to my taste. So I just like to make it look a little more natural by doing that. Also perfecting anything else that's there. This is kind of just the perfecting stage, the last final touches of it, before we move to the fun optional part. If you like to highlight your eyebrows, I use the strobing kit. There's so many strobing kits out there that you can use. Highlighters, any highlighter works, or shiny eyeshadow. And you're just gonna line the inner crest of your eyes with the angled eyeshadow brush. And that's basically the end of it. It's pretty simple. So ta-da! So see you guys next week for a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.